data. We've not done a podcast for like weeks. We've been so busy bringing on new clients. We've got a really good special offer on right now, which is really closing a lot of business for us. And so we're just onboarding lots of new clients and all of that kind of thing. But very interesting stuff. And in today's session, I actually wanted to talk about when is a lead not actually a lead. And I want to talk about that because I think it's really important to do. I remember ages ago seeing somebody and they said, oh, we've got 1,000 leads for your business. And I was like, oh, what are they calling a lead? And it was basically how much traffic they'd actually sent to the website. Traffic, right? Traffic to the website and how often the pixel, the Facebook pixel, had actually triggered. And I just thought, so you got no names, you got no phone numbers, you got no email addresses. How is that a lead? It's not a lead. You've just driven traffic to a website. I don't even think. Oh, I'll tell you actually, the best analogy is, you know, when you go to a shopping mall and somebody owns a store inside that shopping mall, that's like classing everybody who's gone to a shopping mall. They've not gone in your shop. It's like classing everybody who's gone to the mall as a lead. You haven't got the name, you don't know who they are, they've not even been in your shop. That is not a lead. That is just footfall going to a shopping mall and people hitting your website. That is also not a lead. So pixel data from Facebook is not a lead. And then just this week, we got an email from someone saying, guaranteed 100 leads, $20. And I'm like, okay, we know that's bullshit, but I was really intrigued. So I wanted to find out a little bit more. So I emailed them back and I said, can you just confirm what exactly that means? And what it meant was that they're going to go on LinkedIn and they're going to scrape email addresses, names, and phone numbers and call that a lead. They'll have 100 names and 100 phone numbers that I can then phone. And these are not people who've expressed any interest. They have no idea who we are, but because they've got their phone number and their lead, that's their phone number and their name, that's now magically somehow a lead. And it's like, look, we got to get really clear on this about what a lead is and about what a lead isn't. And so pixel data is not a lead. Scraping names off LinkedIn with phone numbers is not a lead. Buying a database, you know, I've had people come up and go, I've got this database, it's got 30,000 email addresses in it. Like, right, so what? That's just, you might as well just walk up to random people in the street because that's effectively what you're doing. 30,000 random email names and addresses, they're not leads. So you've got to be really careful on this. And when you're dealing with lead generation companies, you've got to watch some of the language that they use. So we just took on a new client just last week. We ran his Facebook ads. I'm just going to see if we've got an updated amount, actually. I don't think we have got an updated amount. But basically, within 48 hours, I think we had something like 33 leads. Leads. Not pixel data, not names and addresses scraped from LinkedIn, actual leads. And so let me explain what that means. That's somebody who's seen a Facebook ad that says, download this free guide. They've now got this free guide, and in return, we've got their email address, their phone number, and their name. So they've expressed an interest in whatever that free guide was, and I do know what it is, but I can't tell you. Customer confidentiality and all that. But they filled in the form. They've now got this guide, which they're going to go and read because they want to learn how to do something. And in return, we've now got these names, phone numbers, and email addresses. The emails go into a nurture system, which is basically a fancy way of saying an email, a number of emails that goes to warm up the client, offers upsells and cross sells and offers them to buy the products and so on. In addition to that, we then allocated our in-house sales guy to phone up those leads on their behalf. Amazing, right? So now, not only has that person got a guide, our in-house sales guy can phone them up and go, hey, Bob, I noticed you requested that guide. I'm just checking. Have you received it? Yes. Brilliant. Have you had time to read it? No, not yet. Okay. What are you doing? What's the problem that you're trying to overcome? What help do you need? How can we help you? Now you're getting into a conversation. Some of those will actually convert because now it's a warm lead, not a fully cold lead. Pixel data is not a lead, no phone number. Name scraped off LinkedIn is also not a lead because although you might have the phone number and the email address, you don't have the intention. They've not stuck their hand up and said, can you send me some information on this? Our Facebook ads have done that. There's a email nurture campaign, and then there's a phone call to follow up those leads as well. That is a lead generation system. And you've got to be really, really careful, especially in 2025, in the age of automation, where anybody can scrape data. Anybody can do that. Anyone can go to LinkedIn and have an automated AI messenger type thing. Anybody can do that. Cost you $50 a month. You're just going to annoy everybody on your LinkedIn. We don't operate like that. We don't like doing that. We want people to go, hey, I've got this free guide. It's going to help you to do this. Hey, I've got this special offer, 50% off Facebook ads. Why not book a call and see if it's going to be okay for your business? Then those people who go, yeah, I'm up for that. They get a phone call. They get our email nurture follow-up sequence. That is the difference between a campaign that's going to generate some leads and a campaign that's absolutely just a complete and utter waste of money. Anyway, very short and sweet today, but I do hope you found that useful, and we'll catch up with you in the next one. Have a wicked weekend, and we'll speak to you soon.